Welcome back to Football Manager 2024 Surviving Luton. With only around 12 games remaining in the Premier League, we do find ourselves currently 6 points clear of first place there. Only Liverpool is biting at our heels, but Tottenham as well, but I don't think Tottenham's going to be as much of a threat. If you're last with us, you would have seen that after we end up beating Tottenham pretty decisively 3-0, with Basdar and Petrola doing justice there. We then ended up losing the Carabao Cup, but if you can see, we did play almost all our backups. So the fact that we still managed to lose 4-2, arguably it was 3-2. We did concede in the 94th minute. But all in all, we did end up losing that one, but we still managed to make it to the final. We just ended up resting all our players. So then we can turn around and then face off against Chelsea and Barcelona. We then beat Chelsea 1-0 before beating Barcelona 2-1 with Almeida scoring both goals. One in the first just before the half, and then one pretty early on in the second. So we do find ourselves having to now play against Barcelona in the second leg there in Barcelona, so hopefully we can manage to get to a result there. We then ended up tying against Man U, but again, it was just all rotation because we're all in on this Champions League. That's all that really matters for us. We do have 2 Aston Villa games back to back. I did find something pretty interesting though, in terms of our previous meetings with them. We haven't lost to them yet. We have tied twice. The very first time that we ended up playing them in the first season, probably one of our first games actually, if I'm not mistaken, because August I'm pretty sure is when we would have started roughly. So one of our first games, we ended up tying against Aston Villa, and then we only ever tied in the second leg when we already had beat them in the first leg 1-0. We did also beat them in the finals as well, and in 2 finals actually, I think, or no, quarterfinals. So this will be the second finals that we end up facing against Aston Villa. So I'm sure they don't like us too much, but we are currently not a rival against them. So let's jump to the Barcelona game and see if we can manage to get a result there. A tie ends up putting us through, so that's all that we really want, and let's look at the squad that we have for that game. And here's our squad for the Barcelona game. We have Capril in goal, Gekter, Kiriodia, Diomande, and Malanka as our back line. Lazar and Naipen are going to start off as our mid there. Stanis, Almeida, and Kanate are going to start off as our attacking mid. Kanate is going to get the nod here instead of Romero. I'm going to bring in Romero at half. And then Bazar is getting the nod up front. I might, you know what, I'll put in O'Sullivan. I do have faith in him. We'll put O'Sullivan in first. Unfortunately, Azun is tired, and Eshveri, we're still waiting for him to come back. 10 days and 3 weeks. We do miss him. He has been playing pretty well for us, and he is developing into a starter. 10 games, 7 coming in as a sub. I mean, last season he did have 13 and then 16 coming as a sub in the league, but we do desperately need them. Hall just got hurt for around 3 to 6 weeks as well, so we definitely need at least a tie here. A tie puts us through, and that's all that matters. The media does have us slated to win this game, but I don't like when they end up doing that. It does make it a little bit nerve-wracking because it feels as though the upset's always in play. And so far, nothing happens with the first highlight. Typically, it doesn't though. I find the first highlight's kind of nonsensical a little bit. Then we have Bournemouth and Liverpool. Desperately need Liverpool to drop points. If Bournemouth somehow manages to either win, oh, I guess not. So it looks like Liverpool's ahead 1-0. I was just about to say that we do kind of need them to at least keep them at bay. We do have 12 games left, so we do have a little bit of a leeway here. 6 points clear as well, so that's 2 wins. A tie would definitely help that because we're both at around the same games remaining as well. Oh, and then we end up losing it so cheaply. This looks like it's a destined goal. Almost guaranteed goal. Turned away though. Thank God. Lazar blocks it. Lazar's kind of been suspect for us lately, so I kind of didn't want to bring him in this game, but I do kind of want to see more of O'Sullivan. I know he's young, and it seems kind of foolish to start an 18-year-old that you just signed not that long ago. But I mean, I do like the cut of his jib for sure. And I do kind of want to rotate between the amount of players that we bring in at halftime, just in case they do go up 1-0. I do want to at least have something to kind of combat them with it. Around 34 minutes, we're getting close to halftime. And nothing's really happened either team, though. They did have that one chance that got turned away. So I'll give them that. Malanka couldn't quite get to it. Almeida now turns away, so I mean, it's kind of disappointing all around. Capriel stops it, so they get their first shot on target in the 35th minute. And we concede another corner here. Capriel manages to get that no problem. I do have a lot of trust in Capriel, though. I feel as though if we can keep the shots relatively low and even just put a body in front of it, we should be fine. Especially with this D that we've started to develop, though. It would have been nice if we had Carlos being able to start as left back, though. So we go into halftime 0-0, but we definitely need to start challenging them a little bit more. Konate's probably going to come off. Maybe even Almeida as well. Palmer could be one of those guys that we need to bring in. I don't know what that was. Like I said, Lazar's been kind of suspect lately. So he does stuff like that. Or terrible passes at the back that I don't like to see. I thought that was going to be an interception for sure. But none of it. Might even move Sullivan to the right. Malanka now with it. Oh my god. This is going to be a goal scoring. This is going to be a goal for sure. Just because of the terrible pass. Like, it didn't even make any sense as to why you would pass that. So one of the things that pisses me off about Football Manager is it's like so scripted. You know what's going to happen. As soon as one thing happens, you already know it's a goal. And now it's tied. And within the first minute, you got to be kidding me. So I'm not even going to watch that. That doesn't even deserve it. I'm going to demand more here. That was just pathetic. Like, all around it was pathetic. Malanka shouldn't have made that pass any day ever. And now Konate now with it. I should have probably subbed him off, but can he get it through is the question. Ter Stegen manages to collect it, no problem. Plays it out quickly. And we got to hope for something here. Maybe even just the right kind of injury as well. This is a very long highlight. And are we going to go down 2-0? That is pathetic. This is pathetic. Within 2 minutes, oh my god, I'm livid. I'm pissed off. Okay, Kirodi is going to come on for Gector. We're going to make a lot of our subs now. Konate's coming off. Put O'Sullivan there. We're going to put Gelhardt up front. Do have a little bit more faith in him. Who else is not playing well? So we'll do those subs now. That's just pathetic. Taking 2 minutes off. So we're definitely going to lose this game. I think it's already kind of decided that we're going to lose this game because of stuff like that. Just because it looks like it's already like built in the code that you're going to lose this game when stuff like that happens. Like the next thing we're going to concede is a penalty shot. Just watch. Ansu Fati now with it. Oh, 3-0. Nope, turned away. Capriel managed to get it. Spoke too soon. Sullivan's not playing well either. Stannis is unhappy. Of course, he's playing against his former club and he's not doing jack crap. Arda now with it. It's like they didn't want to show up. And that's what pisses me off also. Is we're definitely better than this. And we're going to go... We got to go more attacking. I'm going to make the subs now. If only I could kind of talk to Almeida by himself. I'm going to swap out Gelhardt here. I do want... Let's do Almeida up top as well. kind of roll with it that way. Now they want to mark him. So we'll go more attacking with the two strikers. See if we can manage to get something. Almeida with it. He's probably going to have to come off at some time. Either Almeida's going to have to come off or Pedrola. Gelhardt now with it. And he finishes it 2-1. So we are still in this. I do want the extra goal though. I want to tie this game. And I think we have 2 subs that we can make left. And now all of a sudden apparently Stannis is happy. I'm getting ignore that. Why? I'm not going to put in Curtis for Malanka. Gelhardt almost with it. It's so stupid. I'm going to ignore that. We're not going to make any rash subs like that right now. But like I said, if we do concede a penalty, then you know it's already scripted. We're going to make a sub at probably the 75th minute. Almeida's going to come off. Actually, we're going to do that. We're going to do it now. Looks like Almeida and Pedrola. We're going to put in Palmer. We're going to swap out. We're going to do that. And then Pedrola's going to come off for Romero. There we go. Palmer, plays out right. Can Romero play very well at left? He's more of a right-footed. Preferred left, though. So I'm fine with that, actually. We'll do that. Let's just put them on their heels at this point. I mean, they do have the chance here. I know they're more so fighting to not make this to go to shootout, but I think I want it even more. Malanka manages to get the block. Ansu Fati can't get it on target. It does suck that Malanka and Kirodia are both going to need subs. But we can only probably do one if this goes to extra time. Let's encourage everyone. Now we get a corner here. This could be it. Lazar with it. No one gets the end of it. Back to Gelhardt. To Diamande, and he can't quite get it. We get another corner, but you know we're not going to score on this one for sure. And I might switch to go more positive after this. Lazar now with it, and it's offside. Of course it's offside. We're going to go more positive instead of attacking, just because of our players getting exhausted here. But we managed to bridge the gap. 6 shots, 3 on target. Kotchap now with it. That was just terrible. Terrible read between our 2 strikers there. Didn't really give us anything. I don't know why I didn't close him down. Oh my god, we almost conceded there. Goal kick. 85th minute. I want to get a goal at the very end here, guys. Lazar now with it to Gelhardt, to Palmer. Palmer could be the hero. I did want to get rid of him earlier on in the save. Earlier on when we ended up getting him. We got him for free, so I did kind of want to profit off of him that way. Hasn't really shown me anything recently that wouldn't suggest that. Almost goes in. My god. Caprillo's only rated 6.7, so could suggest that he hasn't been playing as well as what he normally does. Oh my god. Bazar can't clear it. We're going to go down 3-1 now. I can just feel it. Just because no one can get a touch to it. Goes for a corner there. Lazar, Naipin, Kirodi, and Malanka are all exhausted. I don't know how their team is. I'll have to look at that after. Lazar now with it to Luka. Oh my god, he just kicks it away. He's a left-footed guy, and he can't hold on to it on the wing, on the left wing. That's insane. Unless he cuts inside, that could be why. And this is a long highlight. 5 minutes extra time. And I mean, I'm still surprised Pavard didn't get another yellow. Oh my god, turned away for a corner. I thought that was for sure going to be a goal. It kind of looked like it was going to be. De Jong now with it. Heads away. Gelhardt clears it. Luka with it. Loses it immediately. My God, Luca, you suck. We're gonna swap. I'm swapping it now. I can't. There's no way you can't. There's no way you can't play left wing like that. I'll put Palmer there instead, and we'll see if that actually even matters. If he cuts inside, and that's why he keeps losing it. That's so ridiculous. Like, you can't adapt your play. Lazar now with it turned away. I thought they were for sure going to get another shot on that. This whole 5 minutes extra time is going on so slow. It's going minute by minute. Caprile manages to get it, and I think Malanka is going to have to be the guy that we take off. He is the one that's playing the worst out of all of them. So it looks like it's going to go to extra time here. We're going to make the sub though. Yeah, Malanka's going to come off. First is going to come on instead. Hopefully it's not a mistake. And I kind of want to see how their team is faring. Right at the beginning, let's see if this highlight actually matters. No, it doesn't. We're going to pause it. I kind of want to see how Barcelona formation. So Rougeau's exhausted, Koundé's as well. And they have De Jong and Fati that are also exhausted. So, I mean, that does inspire just a little bit of confidence that maybe we can attack their defense. 8 shots, 4 on target versus 15 and 5. They are commanding the XG as well. We do not want to exit the competition this early. Looks like the first extra time's going to finish, and we're going to start the second one here. Gelhardt with it to Diamande. Surprised Diamande's not exhausted more. And Romero sucks. I'm going to fire our director of football for that. We do concede a corner in the 107. Fati with it to Rock, back to Fati. I don't know what's going on here. And that looks offside. I don't know why they didn't call that one out of all of them. 108, 110 now, so around 10 minutes extra. Encourage everyone. See if it gets through for the Pens. And they do get an extra shot there. Getting around 120 here. And it looks like it's going to go to penalties for sure. And let's see if we can pick the right people. Lazar, we're going to have to pick as well. Gelhardt for sure. Romero, I'm not touching. Palmer, I'm going to bring in. And you know what? Diamande, I think. I'm going to put in Diamande second. Jesus. There we go. Bazder, I'm going to put Palmer in first, actually. And Lazar fourth. I have faith in Palmer. So let's see. Barco gets the first shot. Caprile hasn't been playing that well so far. And it's 1-0 Barcelona. Palmer now with it. See if I was right putting you in. And buries it. Nothing but net there. Roque now with the chance. See if Caprile can get his first stop. All we need is a stop. 2-1. I don't know if I like to shoot first or second. Diamande with 16 composure. And just buries it. I do kind of like that the Fati now with it. Oh, Fati's going to bury it for sure. 3-2. Bazder. Let's see if the top guy can finish it. Oh my god, Ter Stegen got a piece of it. We should counter serves lucky. Let's see if Caprile can stop Varela. All we need is one stop. He gets the stop. Oh my god. And Lazar now has a chance here to put us ahead. And makes him guess the wrong way. And I feel as though Caprile's going to stop it here. Caprill can get the stop. I don't think we're going to need our last shooter. De Jong with it. Runs up. Oh, he does score. Shoots it right at Caprill too. Caprill should have been able to save it. And let's see. Let's see if he's going to be our hero. Gelhardt. He wants a new contract. At the end of the season, I said that I would negotiate it. Let's see. Can he be our hero? And he is. We do push ourselves through despite not playing that well this game. 3-3. And then we managed to win in shootouts. I'll take it. I will take it all day. Looks like Man U 2-1 against AC Milan. Let's see. Oh no, they play after. So Benfica and Roma. So it looks like Roma's going to go through. Roma's going to go through, and there's still a decent amount of games left to play for that. And I'm just curious to see who we end up playing in the next stage. Let's jump to the cup game and see if we can manage to get our second trophy of the season. And here's our squad for the Carabao Cup final. We have Caprill in goal, Gector, Malanka, Diamande, and Curtis starting as our D. We have Lazar and Nipin going to start as our defensive mid. Astanis, Almeida, and Luca are going to start as our attacking mid. And then Bazar is going to get the nod up front. We're probably going to make some switches. We might try and bring in Breaker, depending on how well we're doing. I might even put Kanate in there as well, just if we can. If we do go up like what we did the last game we played them, which was 5-1 in the FA Cup, I feel as though we might make those changes now. Just want to obviously rotate as much as possible, but I'm really hoping for an early goal here and just kind of cruise at that point. Maybe add one to it, which would be fantastic. Obviously, we don't have one now, and this is kind of an odd highlight, because usually it ends at this point, and just like that it did. But we haven't played a league game in quite a while, and I'm really hoping that the games that are on our right end up having decent results, so we don't have to really face too much pressure on it. Bazar with the chance there, can't quite get it. Martinez is injured on their team as well, so hopefully any shot should really go in at that point. I haven't really had to deal with injured goalies. Maybe he has the flu or something like that, in terms of starting them and how their fitness really matters. But I mean, I'm kind of hoping that it does, just at least for this instance. Maybe it's a legs or something like that. Luca now with it, with a chance. Around 5 minutes in. Luca back with it to Nipin. Back to Almeida. We're doing very good here. I thought that was for sure a penalty. One of our players just went straight to the ground. But we do get our first shot in the first 5 minutes, so this seems pretty promising. Malanka now to Stanis, to Lazar, and no one's going to shoot. It's like everyone wants to just pass it around. No one actually wants to execute the shot there. I'm not really much of a fan of their formation here. It's just all defensive, so I mean, we just don't want to get caught on the counter, but I feel as though we're going to have most of the possession anyways. Bailey, Turan, and Ramsey all up front. I did change to this formation because it doesn't really matter, and it won't let us see the league anyways. So we might as well kind of get a little bird's eye view on how well they're doing. Liverpool and Wolves 0-0. Really hoping it stays like that. Any point that we can end up getting from Liverpool will be huge. Great turn away. Turan almost getting one there, and it gets turned away. It's the one chance that they've had already. Does look like we have a decent amount of supporters there at this game, though. Obviously, it's neutral ground, but you never know. Fulham and Brentford 1-1. Wolves up 1-0. That is huge. That definitely means that if we end up winning this game, we could win two things pretty soon after each other, and then we can just all focus all our attention to Champions League football. Gector with it. I don't really care about the FA Cup that much. I'm more focused, obviously, on the two big competitions. Bazar almost finishes it, gets tipped away for a corner. And it feels as though it's coming, though. but all we need to do is just bury it. End of that highlight. Still 1-0 Wolves, Arsenal up 1-0, and Chelsea up 1-0 as well. Man City up 2-0. Is that Wahi or Wall? I know there's a player that's Wall. Zuma with it. Bailey playing a little bit deep there. And good turn away by Capriel. Every time that they end up having a shot, I pretty much hold my breath. Almeida's not doing too great. I think we might want to just encourage the lads just before halftime. See if we can get that one goal. Their XG is already at 1. I didn't get a chance to see what ours was. It just looks like we're going to lose it here. Luka with it. To Almeida. Pass right through. My god, offside. Oh no, it's not offside, but he misses the whole net entirely. How is their XG higher than ours when it looks like ours are more of an opportunity there? Ramsey loses it to Nipin. Diamande now with it. See if we can kind of do the same thing. We beat them down the middle twice already. Just Bazar just can't quite finish it yet. Does suck that we can't get O'Sullivan to play in this game. Feels though he would have at least buried that. Almeida now with it. To Curtis. Back to Diamande. Looks like we're going to go the other way with this. Bazar now with it. Just finish it, finally. Oh my god, Bazar, you suck. You suck so hard. That is 3 chances that he's just missed the net entirely. And I don't understand how Martinez can be 7.1. He has a torn wrist ligament. You've got to be kidding me. And you can't put a shot on target. It's more likely to come out as a rebound than anything. That is just pathetic. Bazar can't get anything on target. Which, you know, as a striker, you would just imagine that he should be able to do that. He's timing his runs perfectly, but Lazar loses it like that. We're going to concede here. Gets turned away by Capriel, thank God. Curtis looks like he's tired, and Almeida as well. But those are the last 2 that we really want to have to sub. Luka turns it away, and it looks like we might go into half at level. But despite their slight lead in XG, we should be ahead. I don't understand why they don't even recognize Bazar's opportunities. Almeida with it. Almeida and Curtis might have to come off at some point. Luka says he's a 7.0, but I mean, it remains to be seen. I mean, Bazar's touch hasn't been too bad. Luka goes down to a 6.9 now. So it looks like it kind of fixed it properly. Terrible pass. We're going to concede now. Yep. Oh my god, Bailey sucks too. We should have conceded there, for sure. Tram with it to Carlos. Let's see if we can get an interception here, guys. Playing a high line. Astanis with a terrible tackle. And Capriel made it look much more difficult than what it should have. You concede a corner. Gets turned away easy. Nipin just heads that away. No problem. And I'm slowly thinking this is going to be a little bit harder than the 5-1 win that we ended up having before. Especially if no one can get it on target. And I kind of forget who my subs are that I would really trust and bring in now. Astanis now with it. Gets turned away very quickly. We get the ball back. Terrible clearance. Bazar, you better finish it. Can't finish it. And we get a corner. Yeah, Bazar's definitely a 6.4 at this point, but he does have health. That's the only problem. It's not like he's tiring that much, so I might have to make one change at least with him, which I will probably do after this highlight. This is a chance for everyone to kind of show that we need them on the field, and whether or not Bazar is going to get moved to right wing or not, or attacking mid even. Nipin now with it. To Almeida. Doesn't work the first time, but finds Luca the second. Nipin now with it, finds Luca. This looks... And Almeida scores. Thank God. Get our first goal there. Very nice shot. And I think we're going to have to take them off. We're going to watch the replay first, though. They're asking for Lazar for Samu. Luca now with it. Almeida just buries it. Right off the post, too. We'll wait for this to end, and then we'll make our substitutions. But thank God Almeida ends up getting it. We're going to switch him with the Zune there. Romero. It says he's having a good game, actually. Pedrola, it isn't. So I might put in, I'm going to put in Breaker here. And I'm going to take off, or maybe put Bazder. Bazder as mid. Put him here for now. And we'll put in Gelhardt in. So then we'll have 2 subs after this. But at least we're ahead. That is the best case scenario, and it looks like the sub's going to happen right away. Curse with it to Diamande. Looks like the highlight's happening right after. And I'm just wondering if Bazar can at least play a little bit better in the mid role as opposed to the striker. And at least the passing looks like it's pretty good, but it does look like we're just waiting to lose it, though. There's a good chance to see if Azun has what it takes to bring us forward. Good pass to Breaker, and Breaker gets it on target. Already a good move from him, and I do like to see that as a young lad. Nipin now at the corner, gets turned away for another corner. I mean, Luca might have to come off. I feel as though Samu probably will be the smart play. Diamande to Nipin. And obviously it's offside. This is so annoying. It doesn't happen that often in real life. It can't, but that patch needs to definitely end. The amount of free kicks that happen after corners is pretty insane. So yeah, we're gonna take off. We're gonna take off Romero. We're gonna put in Samu here. And the last one that we end up putting in, I guess Blanca's gonna go in for Curtis there. And we're gonna put in Kotchap. We're gonna kinda leave it as is. And I feel as though we should still be able to maintain this. Liverpool up 2-1. Chelsea up 2-1 as well. We'll have to look at where that leaves us in the league after. And just don't concede, guys. Azun gets the interception there. Bazar's hurt now. You have got to be kidding me. And they should really kick it out, guys. This isn't sportsmanship here. And Capril buries it away. Yeah, no substitute available. Oh, he's actually done. You have got to be kidding me. Potential foot injury. It better be something serious, because I'm gonna be pissed. And Azun can play on the left. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to kind of play like that. Maybe even go defensive mid with the 2. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Might be the better play. And at this point, he's just holding on, but Bazar definitely screwing us over. I just wonder if it goes to extra time, if you can actually use that as a substitute after. Azun carries it to Gelhardt. If we end up scoring, this will be legendary for sure. And no, we don't. Nipin just stops running too after he loses it. That's not a good trait that I like to see. Oh my god. Diamande just drops to the ground. I don't know if that was a tackle or if he just pretty much gave up on it. We're hitting 80th minute now. So we've only managed to survive 5 minutes without Bazder. But that guy pisses me off now. Can't get a shot on target. This should easily be 3-0 at this point. We're cruising down to 90th minute. We're just holding on. Knipin's tired, Gekter's as well. 3-1 for Liverpool and Chelsea, and Man City's up 4-0. And just don't concede at this point. 5 minutes extra time. It looks like it's the very end. Breaker just has to clear it. Why do you pass it to Knipin there? And that's all she wrote. We do manage to win another trophy here. Basner should stay on the bench though. And let's see us hoist another cup here. Only 1-0. Should have definitely been a lot higher than that. Feels though if Gelhardt played the whole game, we might have had a better chance. But Almeida saved us, that's for sure. And Capriel ends up getting another trophy to his name as well. And there it is. Hoisting the cup for the third, I think it's third straight year. And we end up beating Aston Villa as well, so we don't end up losing to them another year. But I'm more curious to see where we are in the league right now. And how many games we have left. We do win this. Almeida scored in the 62nd minute. And everyone is super happy. Might as well change the cup name. And I think we end up paying more for us winning than we do anything else. Past winners, 3 straight, as you can see. I mean, the last 2 years we didn't end up facing any of the top 5 teams. And we managed to get it. Don't know what records we have. We do get the double here because we won the Community Shield earlier this year. Bazer's out for at least 3 to 4 weeks. Okay. Should have probably sent in a specialist, I guess. Receive 100k for winning, and then what's the payout? We lose more than what we got just by one player. And 50k, so 180. We actually lost money for that. That's hilarious. And I mean, we're 4 years ahead of schedule there. Let's see if it ends up changing any of the club info. No, we're still favored personnel. Myself and Capriel still haven't quite got that yet. Kind of disappointing, if you ask me. But what are you gonna do? Overachievers is Bromley. Underachievers is Man City. When did they lose? That's interesting. I kind of want to see when they end up actually losing. Semis, no. Quarters, they lost to Liverpool. That's not really underachiever. They end up losing to a pretty decent team. We do qualify for the Conference League, but that won't matter. We'll qualify for something higher than that. And yeah, 3 straight is pretty good. And Luton Town now won their 4th Carabao Cup. So let's look at the league now. The only thing that really matters is this and Champions League. So we are level with Liverpool, but we have 3 games extra. So potential to be 9 points clear is pretty good. We'll end up looking at that. We'll come back probably for... I mean, we're probably going to only do 2 more episodes anyways, so we'll leave the Champions League. We are facing Liverpool, but we'll leave that. We'll probably come back. If we somehow make it past that, we'll go for that. And then same thing with the FA Cup. If we can manage to beat Chelsea, we'll come back for that. If not, we'll probably come back for maybe the... maybe not the Man City one. Probably maybe Man City or Brighton. We'll come back for one of them. Maybe the Man City one. Yeah, we'll probably come back for that, I guess. And then we'll probably play most likely the other competition if we're still in it. And we'll play that one as well. Because there's not too many... Like, it looks like we should be coasting for the league here. We only really have Man City here and Liverpool and kind of Newcastle, but they're more of a mid-table team. And Aston Villa is towards relegation, actually. So we should have won by a little bit more than that. So we do face Liverpool, but that's at the very, very end. So that'll probably be the last episode that we end up playing if we haven't won it by now. But we'll end up doing that. We'll come back for probably the Man City game. See if we can manage to get a decent result for that. But hopefully you guys like this. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And thank you for watching. Until next time.